That could also
And
work.
Webster's dictionary defines pastime as something that amuses or serves to make time pass agreeably.
Well, on my top
Fantastic.
10, of worst definitions, that.
Yeah, right. That's a god awful definition.
Anyway, welcome.
Welcome back
Welcome.
to We Could Be Drinking, where we just defined. Holy shit! I don't have a drink. Anyways, we'll figure that out after.
Well, we could be
Ginge.
drinking.
What
We
the
are
fuck?
not
Could be
drinking.
drink-
Erin is
Okay,
drinking.
okay.
Ginge is not drinking, but he
Woman
could
who
be.
drank Pepsi on the last episode. I got water right here. I'm fine.
I have been drinking for the past 2 hours. Thank you very much.
I was busy being healthy, and then I went out to dinner with my dad. So
Did you have pulled pork?
I did not. I had seafood.
You know, because of where you live, that's a really good thing to have.
There's a really good seafood place that's literally half a mile away from where we are.
Although convincing myself that where I work currently is not a real place because they just like to serve free food all the time.
Yeah, I'm convinced you don't actually work at your job because
Yeah.
every single day it seems like you're either getting free food or you're having Mario Kart tournaments.
So last week, yeah, we had a Mario Kart tournament. It was wonderful.
That's
I
like
did
the
not
second one
participate.
you've had in the last 2 months, though.
It was just last week. I sent you a Snapchat on Monday, and I sent you a Snapchat on like Thursday or Friday. It was the same week.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know.
yeah, so we had a Mario Kart tournament. I did not participate, although I'm pretty sure I probably could have whipped everyone's ass.
Probably. Why didn't you
Yeah.
participate?
Mostly because I'm still new at the place, and I didn't want to go unleash my inner nerd
We
too
also
early.
I guess that's fair.
we also do weird things like that. For those who don't know, I work at a theme park, yada yada yada, and we've been doing these things called duck hunts, where my boss hides 2 ducks every day, like little plastic rubber ducks, and we have to go find them. And
Just
they're still
like-
like,
Hides them throughout the park.
mm-hmm. We have to go
That's
find them.
That's amazing.
It's fantastic.
How hidden are they?
We've been doing this since June, and apparently it is now October. No, it's November now.
It's November. It's well into November.
Do you
There-
remember? No.
10th night of November.
It's now November, and apparently there's still a duck out there from like August,
Oh
and
my god.
we're struggling to find it.
How many have you found?
What if a visitor has found it?
That's also a good question.
Or are they hidden only into like staff-only areas?
So it's quite possible that someone has found it. However, most of them are hidden in back areas. so-
Okay, next time I come there, I am going to go out of my way to find a duck. And if I find one, I'm taking it and immediately sending you a picture of it.
Well, at least that's one way that she knows that at least the duck was found.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Um,
So,
yeah.
who wants to get into today's
I want to
Stop.
continue talking about how fake my company is.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. That's excellent.
Yeah, so every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. We go to this little Mexican joint that does dollar street tacos,
Ooh.
but you have to buy at least 4 of them in order to get them at the $1
everything,
price.
everything in your area is so cheap.
Yep. So like they're little tiny little street tacos, like that big around.
Mm-hmm.
4 inches for those who are just listening.
4 inches
And-
is huge, Jake. Be
Well,
nice.
4 inches diameter.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Chode. Yeah, so that's every Tuesday. It's lovely. It's a nice cheap lunch.
Nice.
Yesterday, we had a chili cook-off contest. So it was, and that was free. I mean, you had to pay though if you wanted to be a judge, like someone that gets to vote for the chilies. So there were all sorts of chilies. Like we had,
You
like
had to pay to vote for.
if you wanted to
I
vote,
guess
if
that
you
makes
wanted to
sense.
vote, yes, you had to pay. But if you just wanted to eat the chili, it's free.
Okay, that's so stupid. At least make you pay to eat the chili, so then it's like a normal thing.
So the chili and the Mario Kart were all for United Way,
Okay.
which is a national nonprofit organization. So they were just doing this like I guess a chili cook-off, and they asked for donations. So really, it's kind of to force people to twist people's arms to do a chili contest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, lots of chili, really good. But it was sucked because it was like a 70-degree day, and hot day and chili do not mix.
Oh, you were sweating your balls off.
Oh yeah. And then today,
swamp ass at 11 a.m.
Yep, because lunch is from 11:30 to 12:30 for me. And then today our department had I guess a day celebrating them in a way, so we had to provide lunch for the entire building.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say we can make an entire factory floor smell like pulled pork,
we
can. So, and we had more than enough meals left over after lunch, so we just kind of stuck them in our fridge upstairs.
So your fridge is just
full of pulled pork.
Oh my god.
Baked beans and cheesy shredded potatoes.
What are the odds you want to mail me some of those?
No.
Just mail you pulled pork in the mail.
How amazing would it be to be like, oh my god, I got a package, and then open it up and it's just pulled pork? I think that would be great. However, the problem...
But I know the amount of barbecue sauce and other sauces with that would just leak out, and whatever postman has to touch that is instantly going to be like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And my job. And
the good thing is, though, barbecue sauce has such a distinct smell that if they got a, like brown liquid on their hands, they wouldn't immediately think it was,
poo.
Shit, because it would smell like barbecue sauce. The problem with that, though, is me and Colby check our mailbox roughly one time every 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be out there for a while. Mm-hmm. There'd be things growing on the things that were growing on it by the time we found it.
Yep.
Gross.
and then next week, of course, is a company-wide Thanksgiving meal. So free Thanksgiving meals. Some point later, we're having a nice catered and Christmas dinner.
My God,
I just live the life. I'm seriously.
You really do.
I'm going to be gaining like 30 pounds probably in like the next 2 months because of just my work alone.
My God. Now I'm so jealous because I think my work has catered maybe 4 times, and I've been working at this.
We're hiring.
Yeah, but that requires me to relocate across the entire friggin' country.
Yeah, but...
We do cookouts sometimes.
When the weather's warm.
When it's warm outside. No, I bet we could do it during the winter. You could fire up a grill in the middle of December.
Yeah,
I'm sure you could.
Sure.
Be trekking through 2 feet of snow to get to it every time you need to check on everything.
That's great.
Yeah, we'll put you in charge of that and see how it goes. Erin the Grill Master.
That's funny.
Anyways, who wants to get into the stuff for today's episode?
Yeah. So I challenged these two people, to go look for their top 10 list of pastimes, and as I said pastimes, I just totally messed up and did not mean pastimes at all, and I just did a top 10 list of just things that I value in life.
Oh my God.
Things that we value in life. Got it.
So
I already made my list, so I'm just going to be saying the list that I got. But for those that are no longer confused, that's why I opened this episode with the definition of pastime.
And again, I reiterate that Ginger's definition is top 10 worst
it's
definitions
awful.
of
Something that amuses and serves to make time pass agreeably. That's like someone took like the definition of something, translated it into like French, and then translated it back into English, and the words were all sorts of screwed up in the process. Jake, your mug is amazing.
It's a porg.
It's amazing.
Oh my God. I thought it was an owl this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wood carving, but also in a ceramic glass of a porg from Star Wars.
Love that.
Available only at Disney, as far as I know.
Okay, no need to brag.
And what's inside of it, because I never described what was inside my mystery drink.
Oh yeah, you guys never said what you were drinking.
Oh yeah, what are we drinking?
I'm drinking water.
Water because he's lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
I mean, Erin, we know you've been drinking
third
since,
or fourth,
.
alcoholic beverage.
Erin has been drinking Angry Orchards for 2 hours, and I'm currently on Angry Orchard Hardcore Dark Cherry Apple. It's very good. Like the right amount of sweet.
Is there a reason you've been drinking for 2 hours, or is it literally just for funsies?
Because because we were originally going to start around 7:30, but then Ginge said that he was going to be out for a while, and then I just kept drinking, and now we're here.
Oh, it's my fault.
2 hours later.
Listen, we record around a specific part of the early evening every Thursday. We try and stick around to that time, so.
And what I'm hearing here is I screwed everything up.
No, now you just get a very tipsy Erin for this podcast.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
It's going to be real great. I'm telling you, it's going to be real great.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you definitely are not sober.
I'm starting to feel my drink, just so you know.
Absolutely not.
Had about a third of a Mai Tai at the restaurant my dad and I went to. So it's not like I'm completely sober. I have drank today. It was just about an hour ago.
So why just a third? Why couldn't you finish the other 2/3?
My dad drank the other 2/3. It was a big glass. And my dad needed it because he got like a seafood boil and said they had like 5 or 6 different like spice levels where you could just do like the mild, medium, and they had like hot, really hot, and then like shaking hot, Cajun hot, something crazy like that. And
Did you do the shaken hot?
Oh yeah. No, I did the shaken hot because I'm notably a very good spice tolerance person.
You're white.
I know.
You don't have a spice tolerance.
My dad got the medium, and he normally is not. He has a pretty decent spice tolerance, but he was dying. So yeah. But yeah, that long story short, that's why I am not completely sober tonight.
Okay.
Anyways, let's start talking about our top 10 things.
I vote Jacob first because I need to base what I say off of what he says.
Yeah, because Jake literally said, he texted, I basically said, okay.
I will read what I texted off. Okay. I'm sorry that I misled you.
This is 100%
it's entirely my fault.
Yeah.
But I basically said, all right, so the topic tonight, come up with the top 10 of your favorite pastime, and we will discuss about it. Also, 7-6 Central, because those are the time zones we share. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I was terribly wrong with what I said, and I just chose top 10 of whatever came to my mind.
He told us top 10 pastimes, but in his mind was top 10 things.
Yes. So I was eating a slice of cheese. So cheese is on my. I have a top 10 list of cheese, and these are my own opinions.
When he said pastimes, I was like, "Are these hobbies?
Yeah, that's what I did. Hobbies.
Are we talking about American pastimes like football versus baseball? Like, what pastimes are we speaking of?
I did pastimes that I enjoyed doing in my life because I thought that was my initial reaction, and then we got this asshole who's just doing top 10 cheese.
My pastimes are gonna be vastly different than yours. I can tell already.
Really?
I wonder why.
Yeah. Alright, Jake, give us your top 10 cheese list.
These are my opinion. I don't care what everyone else thinks, but you guys are welcome to put your input on my cheese list. And at number 10, I have Parmesan. That's a good baseline.
That's a solid cheese.
Solid cheese, good topping, It's
not a good... The thing with Parmesan is that it's not a cheese you can have by itself.
No.
It's an accompanying cheese.
You put Parmesan on things. You don't just eat Parmesan.
You don't go to Stop and Shop and get a slice of Parmesan.
You can.
But must you?
It's not as good. Also, if you decide to start snorting Parmesan cheese, it's a good gateway into cocaine. Do not try drugs.
Good lord, we're off the rails already.
The We Could Be Drinking podcast does not promote the use of drugs.
We do not condone doing drugs. We do not condone snorting.
We only
snorting
condone the use of Parmesan.
Yeah,
okay.
We only condone snorting Parmesan cheese.
Please don't snort it. It'll burn. It'll just smell bad. It'll always linger in your nostrils.
Parmesan does not smell good, so that would.
It would just linger in your nose, and your nose is just stuffed with Parmesan. It's just gross. At number 9, I have pepper jack. It is a good, like,
it's a good cheese.
Like the cheese part of it is like, but like with the extra flavor that it can give to like certain sandwiches, is phenomenal.
I would have had it higher on my list, I think.
Yeah. Also, because staying in the Jack family, I like Monterey Jack.
All right.
Yeah,
Solid.
It's a nice solid cheese. Havarti cheese.
I could not tell you anything about Havarti cheese.
Yeah, I just know it's good with cheese and crackers and on a good charcuterie board. I don't really have any other pros and cons for it, but it's a good solid cheese.
Whoa, you put that above pepper jack?
Yeah.
When you don't know anything about it?
Well,
God, this cheese list sucks.
It's a cheesy list, okay?
Oh my god.
I hate myself too sometimes. It's
fine. God, get out of here.
I have mozzarella on there next.
Mozzarella is only
wonderful
5th?
cheese. Yeah. Because all my other ones, I actually have like really good feelings towards. Okay. But mozzarella, yeah, I like it. In all forms. I normally am someone that absolutely hates tomatoes, but when it comes to mozzarella and tomatoes together, and a good balsamic vinaigrette, that gets me going sometimes.
Good stuff right there,
yeah. Also, it's really good on what's the pizza?
Margarita.
Yep, that's the kind of pizza.
That's my favorite type of pizza.
Yeah, I don't normally order that. That's not my top ordering pizza type, but
it's good stuff.
It's a good stuff.
Good.
Yeah. Next is sharp cheddar.
I bought a block of sharp cheddar cheese at ShopRite about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's a good cheese.
Yeah.
Quality.
Like, it's crisp. I don't know. It's a good crisp cheese. You melt it down, and that's really good. And like if you were making your homemade macaroni and cheese, really good choice there. Also really good for making any sort of cheese dips. Always have it in there.
All right.
Next I have is provolone.
Provolone at 2?
Did I have more than 10 things on this list? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Jake, this was your idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Messing with
I have
the
9
system.
things on here.
Oh my god.
In other news, the reason why I failed out of college is because I can't do math. Anyway, so I have provolone up there. That's technically ranked 3. Anyway, and the story with that is my grandmother had to take the provolone cheese from me all the time because that's all I would eat all the time whenever I'd at my grandparents' house. That's all I would eat. It was just their provolone cheese.
Did any of you
the circular.
Oh yeah, the circular is the way to go.
Did any of you used to eat like the Kraft cheese like out of like the little plastic package like straight into your mouth?
Yes.
Like those Kraft singles?
My mother would not buy Kraft singles because she was so against like how
super processedness.
The super processed, basically not cheese
it's like
aspect of it.
0.01% cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, let me look this up right now.
When I was little, I used to eat those straight out of the package, just like as a snack.
Like that is super soft cheese.
Kraft singles. 51% cheese.
Okay, so it's more than 50%, which means they can call it cheese.
At least half cheese.
A processed, Kraft singles, a processed cheese with a minimum of 51%. Yeah, there's 51% cheese, which is why they can call it cheese.
Mm-hmm. It's like Tic Tacs. Like technically all Tic Tacs are sugar-free, but they don't advertise it as sugar-free because in order for something to be qualified as sugar-free, it has to have less than 1 gram of sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
But a single Tic Tac weighs less than a gram.
Ah.
So it's not worth it for them to market 2 brands of Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Next, I have Munster cheese.
Munster is the type of cheese to me that I've always heard it's good and I know nothing about it.
What is Munster cheese?
So it's that cheese that's really white in the middle, but on the outsides it's like a yellow tint, and like sometimes the yellow kind of seeps into the edges, like into the middle of the cheese.
You're not doing a good job of selling this.
Yeah, its appearance is, I think visually it's one of the cooler looking cheeses. I mean, there are some of those ones with like the blue veins in it, like those are moldy cheeses in my opinion. Like, they're gross.
Are you referring to blue cheese?
Yeah, it's gross. It's moldy.
Oh, I know. I'm on the blue cheese sucks train.
Yeah, ranch all the way for wings, all the way. But anyway, Munster cheese. It's a really good melting cheese to melt over other products. Like if you've ever had chicken marsala, it's always a really good thing to melt. You have your chicken, your mushroom sauce, and then with your marsala dressing, and you melt some Munster cheese on top of it. Really, really good. And then, it's also a really good cheese to eat. It's a little tangy, but it's quite delicious. And then my last thing I have on this cheese list is brie. I like brie.
As number 1, though?
I don't know if number 1 would have... I didn't really sort the list, but, like...
Yeah, number 1's not a good one for brie.
You cannot have brie as number 1.
Yeah, I like it, though.
I mean...
It's passable on the top 10. I'll give you that. I have no problem with you having it on your top 10. Top 3, though, you deserve some bullying for that.
Fine.
Brie is number 4.
What did not make the list, and will never make the list, is Swiss cheese. It's gross.
Yeah, I would put Swiss cheese on one of my top 10.
I would, too. I'm a fan of Swiss. Does Colby know you hate Swiss cheese? Because
doesn't Colby love Swiss cheese?
He makes sure we always have Sargento Swiss cheese packets in the fridge, so he can just go in and eat a piece of cheese.
He used to do the same thing when he lived with me.
Okay, yes. I'm glad he.
There always used to be some sort of sliced cheese in the fridge, and I'm pretty sure it was the Sargento Swiss cheese.
Okay, yeah. I've seen the Swiss cheese in our fridge when we shared a place together. Did I eat it? No. Was it gross? Yes. Do I stand by my opinion? Yes. Anyway,
your opinion can be wrong.
Can I name a cheese that's not on Jake's list that I really like?
Yes.
Go for it.
So one of my favorite cheese, influenced by my father, is horseradish cheese.
Interesting.
It's very... So those who have never tried horseradish, it's a very, very strong taste.
I despise horseradish.
Horseradish cheese is good because it has a taste of horseradish, but it's dialed down because of all the cheese. So I would recommend it if you don't like horseradish, but I don't know, kind of in between. Because I
take a guess here?
Yeah.
Is it literally cheese mixed with horseradish?
I think so. I've never looked at the ingredients, but my dad really, really, really likes horseradish, and he's always had horseradish cheese. So one day I tried it, and I really like it because it's not as strong as like horseradish by itself, but it still tastes like horseradish.
Is it like a specific type of cheese that just is mixed with horseradish, or is it like cheese that's specifically made using horseradish? That was a bad way of describing it on my part.
Yeah. So my feelings on horseradish is I like it, except that it leaves that lingering horseradishness.
It does.
In your sinuses.
I can't stand
I just have it in my upper sinuses, in my nostril, upper nose parts, and just it's there. It lingers.
If you inhale the smell of horseradish, your nostrils are cleared out.
Right, but it's a good pairing with corned beef.
horseradish cheese is apparently aged cheddar and fresh ground horseradish. So it's like mixed together. So it's like cheddar mixed with horseradish.
Interesting. That's right up Jake's alley.
It's very good.
One day I'm gonna have to like just record myself just with a bunch of cheeses and just like rank.
I think we should start a new
ranking it.
We should start a new series on our YouTube channel that's just like Jake ranking things, and it's just a video of him sitting at his desk with a bunch of cheeses, just eating every single one.
I would never eat it by itself. I would definitely eat it with like a cracker or something like that.
Oh, so you'd eat it with something bland that also has no flavor, because that'll solve all your problems.
Like the California roll of toppings.
Your average like townhouse cracker.
Yeah, so one that has no flavor and will do nothing at all, but psychologically, you'll think that you're having something else with it. Yeah.
Oh, Ginge, I totally remembered a thing that you could have as an equally ridiculous top 10 like what I just had.
Oh my god, what?
Remember that time you did that thing with the nuggets and your cousin?
Oh my god.
Ginge, what is your top 10?
So you could either do that or your other top 10.
I mean, I can just say right now, it wasn't top 10. It was just we went to Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's and just got nuggets, and we just did a taste test of the nuggets. And then we also got every single sauce from these places and did a giant sauce ranking. And that I won't go into because I don't remember it, and I have a picture of our lineup of it somewhere on my phone, but it would take a while to go. It's fine, because it was during COVID, like 2 years ago, when we were bored. But I just know the worst sauce that we found was McDonald's buffalo sauce.
Really?
It's awful. And we did some type of bet, and the worst thing that we had were the Burger King chicken fries. Which I don't think are that bad. I think the ones they gave us were old because they were very stale and
I've heard tasting. Good things about the chicken fries.
And that's the thing, I have too, so I was very disappointed. I think the ones we got were just bad. But I lost some bet that we made, so I had to eat a chicken fry that was dipped in the buffalo sauce, and it was terrible. But yeah, as of right now, we did our rankings, and I believe the best chicken nugget on the market is Burger King. And
but the best chicken nugget combo with sauce is...
I believe it was Burger King with Wendy's sweet and sour.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that was the winner for sauces. But Burger King nuggets, they redid their nuggets a few years ago, and they're very good. Wendy's are just kind of And McNuggets, I am going on the record as saying I don't think are that good.
I think they're kind of like average. Like I think if you want like an average nugget, you go to McDonald's.
There's been such a nugget craze the last few years. And first of all, chicken nuggets are good. We're not discrediting chicken nuggets. But McNuggets suck. Compared to the amount of hype that they've gotten of people saying like, oh my god, these are the best things at McDonald's. No, they're not. Shut up. They suck.
Alright, so other thing I'm going to do another top 10 too is I'm going to buy Chick-fil-A nuggets, Burger King nuggets, McDonald's nuggets, Wendy's nuggets. Who else does nuggets?
I don't know. I think that
Arby's?
Arby's might. I don't even know where the nearest Arby's is around here.
There's an Arby's like 5 minutes down the road from us.
Is there really? You have everything near you.
I wouldn't say everything, but
okay, there's that one road. No, but the thing is though, there's that, like, you live in the middle of nowhere, but there's that one road near you that's just like 3 miles of everything.
Yes. You have a lot near you too, because I always drive home and I'm like, oh, this is right near their house. Oh, this is right near their house. Oh, this is right near their house.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot near us. I just haven't found it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's funny because we have everything, like, right there on that one road. But then if you go, like, there's nothing of that, like, comparably that good within a half-hour distance outside of that.
I live near, but not close enough to everything.
Yeah.
which sucks.
You live on like the wrong side of the town.
Yeah.
But I think it's actually the nicer side of the town, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's definitely the nicer side of the town. Yeah.
I've been to the downtown side of where you live, and
It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
It's not great. No.
There's not a lot near there either.
No, that's the thing. It's like it's not great, and there's also not that much food there.
For those who don't know, I live in a city, but like I don't live in a city, so like it's
you live on the
like,
outskirts of the city.
It's not
basically.
like a city where like there's everything. There's stores and shopping and food. There's nothing there.
No.
There's just people that live there. There's a casino. That's about it.
That's a shit casino, though. Let's be honest.
No, I have made out a lot of money from that casino.
I've lost a lot of money at that casino.
Yeah, well, I've done really well at that casino.
Maybe I should try the casino.
You should.
Maybe I'll do a video where I do the casino and I'll figure out if I've done worse or better than Ginger Cheek.
Okay, here's a story about that casino. For senior week, senior year of college, me, the hoe, Colby, and two of my roommates went to that casino. And we dressed up all fancy because we were like, we're going to be classy and go to a casino.
I remember that because I was working and I was so jealous that I couldn't dress up fancy.
Yeah, and you were working at the time. We went there and one of my roommates, like he had graduated early, so he had just got back from work, so he didn't dress up early. So it was the four of us all dressed up very fancy, and then my one roommate who had a sweatshirt and jeans on, so we basically were saying he was our Uber driver. And he wasn't planning on doing anything. Me, the hoe, Colby, and my other roommate lost an assload of money just playing slot machines. And then my super responsible, isn't gonna gamble, just got out of work roommate put 10 cents into a penny slot machine and won $50 on his first thing, and just clocked out and walked out with $50.
I think the most I've ever won was also on my senior week, because I'm old and gross.
Your senior week, that was in 1982?
Like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
We went to a casino, and I put like $20 in, and I think I won double, and I was like, okay, this will pay for my drinks for the rest of the night.
And then you lost everything?
No, I won, and then I was like, okay, this is it, I'm done.
Excellent.
Like, I doubled my money, I'm done.
Yeah, I do shit at the slot machines, but when it comes to table games, that's where I'm at.
Slot machines are all I really ever do because table games just stress me out so much.
I think I would really suck at blackjack.
I love playing blackjack, but you really gotta have a good idea of what's going on, and I don't.
My game of choice is Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, see,
mine is roulette.
Oh my god.
Oh,
don't even get me started.
Amazing.
One time when I was like 10, I don't know what started this, but me and my family had like a Texas Hold'em tournament, and it went on for like over a month, and somehow in the end I came out on top. As like a 10-year-old. I don't know what the hell happened, but we made it.
One of my least favorite things about myself is that I have been taught so many different card games in my life, and every single one of them has gone in one ear, stayed for the duration of that game, and gone out the other. The only two games, like, I know how to play, like, group card games. Like, I know how to play friggin' like solitaire and shit, but I know how to play Go Fish, and I know how to play blackjack, and that's fucking it.
I think the secret for me was, so old-timey person, when my mom used to have a flip phone, the only game on her phone was Texas Hold'em. So I used to play a shit ton of Texas Hold'em on my mom's like 2002 cell phone.
Oh my god.
So by the time we started this Texas Hold'em contest, I was like, I got this.
Do you know how much you want to bet that was ending up like you had to pay for that? So you ended up charging your mom like an extra $300 just because you were playing Texas Hold'em.
I have no idea, but that would be hilarious.
I remember when my dad used to have a flip. My dad was the first one of us to get a flip phone, and everything on there that wasn't calling cost money.
I think I used to play Texas Hold'em and Tetris. I think that's the only free games she had.
I used to have a literal Tetris machine game. It's like a handheld Tetris game, and Am I so old? But yes. Did you guys used to have the individual they looked like Game Boys, but they weren't Game Boys, but they were specific to one little game?
Yeah, I had one for 4 and
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I had one for
specific to Tetris is what I was saying.
Hangman and I think Yahtzee.
I think I used to
play those
one.
Constantly.
Yeah. My parents never let me play the Tetris one. They would only let me play the Tetris one on planes. That was how they shut me up on a plane. And then when we
get home, how much it worked?
I played the Tetris game, and they'd be like, no.
I used to play Yahtzee like it was my fucking job.
Well, it basically is now.
It really is. I do play games for a living.
Exactly. I sit on a computer for a living and think about Erin playing Yahtzee over here.
Yeah, and I just eat free food for a living.
And Jake eats pulled pork for a living. The hoe burns buildings down for a living.
It's true, she does.
I sit on a computer. Jake eats pulled pork,
but yes.
And Colby yells at children.
Colby yells at children, and Erin plays games.
Colby has yet to yell at a child this year.
No, he was a teacher this year.
He played.
Okay, this school year he has yet to yell at a child.
Okay, yes, but in 2022 he kind of was a teacher for half the year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Ginge, what's your top 10?
Ginge, what is your random top 10?
My random top 10 of pastimes, because I thought that's what we were doing, because that's what Jake told us to do. Number 1, this is in no specific order, it's just stuff that came to my mind. My number 1, to no one's surprise ever, is hiking.
It's a good pastime. Good pastime. Yeah. I will gladly hike.
We've been hiking before.
Yes.
During COVID, that was what I did because, no one else had anything else. No one had anything else to do. So I basically went all around New England and found all different hiking spots to go to.
Did you get at least all the New England states done? Go to all the New England states?
I didn't go to all the New England states.
That's what you should have done.
I did not go. I did not
all around New England.
The only one I didn't do was Maine. I did every other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I also did New York too. So that I guess that kind of makes up for it.
New York is kind of, but it's not New England.
It's not New England.
It's the Northeast. But
it's Northeast. It's not. No, I'm saying it's not New England, but it's a state in this area that I did to make up for not doing Maine.
Yeah.
Number 2 is anything baseball related because, yeah, I'm a huge baseball nerd, and I'm just enclosing everything into every baseball thing that I do in there because I do a lot of baseball stuff. It's part of my job is doing baseball stuff. So
does it have to be that?
Yeah, that's what I majored in. So. Number 3 is video games, and I'm counting this as 2 because I'm saying we have current video games and nostalgic ones, because right now we have, Overwatch, which me, Erin, and Colby did an episode complaining about Overwatch 2. And then I also play a bunch of old-ass video games that are from... All right, let's see. Here.
Older or younger than Erin?
That's true. Are they
younger? Because, let's be honest, when Erin was born, people didn't have electricity. So.
It's true with the oil lamps. We got the oil lamps back in 1995.
This game right here is the original EA Games Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone game, and this came out in 2001.
Is this the one where Hagrid looks like a mountain?
Yes.
And it's just flat in the mountain.
The thing with these games, too, is they do not work with any version of Windows past Windows 8. So I had to do a lot of researching just to be able to get all of these old games that I play to work on my computer.
Were
my
you
computer
guys
runs Windows 10.
Of age when you used to get like computer games in cereal boxes? Like I have like Candyland.
Erin, homegirl, you're dating yourself there.
And Chutes and Ladders and like all this stuff that I used to get. They used to like
in
sell like
cereal boxes.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes, but was I ever allowed to play it? No.
Monopoly and stuff. Like I used to get these stuff like these random like Hasbro like board games like in like cereal boxes, like just like plug into your computer and you just play.
No.
Yeah,
I never got those.
My dad was so afraid of computer viruses and everything like that, so that he just anything that came in that looked like it could touch a computer, he would not let it.
I feel so old because I used to get those like most of my computer games I have now from like that are still on disc from like years ago are like from like cereal boxes and shit that I used to just like get.
You're so old.
I'm so old.
Number 4. Oh, what were you saying?
The first computer game I ever remember playing is that like ski jump game. Do you guys remember playing that on like original Windows, like the ski jump? Alright, I'm old, so I'm going to describe it to you. It's like the ski jump game where you're like this little skier and you're going through the ski jumps, and eventually this abominable snowman is like coming after you, and like you have to keep going through the ski jumps, and if you miss one, he gets closer and closer until you die.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
If you remember playing on a computer that has a box in the back, you'll remember this.
Jesus. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just dying because Jake just messages me. Damn, she is old.
I am old. I'm so old.
You are. I hate to break it to you, but like, Jesus.
When I was like 3 or 4, like computer games were like really just becoming a thing.
When you were like 3 or 4, the American Revolution was ending.
It's also true.
Alright, we can continue roasting Erin about how old she is, but I really want to figure out what the rest of these top 10s are.
Alrighty. So, number 4, I have swimming.
Good one.
It's a fun thing to do. Me and Colby have a pool at our apartment. It's a nice pool. My parents have a house on a lake. Been there many a time.
Skinny dipping in.
You've never been skinny dipping in that. Only 2 of us have, and
it's possible. I've gone out super early in the morning before even the people that go kayaking go out, and no one has known.
You woke up super early
before the kayakers come out.
Before the kayakers to go skinny dipping
before 6 a.m. when Rachel and I go out in the kayaks.
Yeah, why?
Why are we just finding out about this now?
Okay, I said I could. Doesn't mean I have, or I will. But I would like to.
Oh.
Do you?
Well then, number 5, I have reading, because I enjoy reading.
Nerd.
Eat my balls.
Relatable.
What? Which
one?
Which one?
I mean both, because I don't actually read books. All I read is fan fiction. So.
But you eat balls?
No.
The hesitancy here, Erin.
The hesitation there. Yikes.
Anyways,
meanwhile, number 6, I wrote down making weird food. Because
This is why Colby does not let Ginger in the kitchen at all.
Hey. He lets me cook, but he doesn't like some of the shit that I make.
If Ginger cooks, he has to cook. He has to eat it himself. No Colby involved.
Okay, I am notably without cooking expertise. However, out of the 5 of us, I am not the worst person in the kitchen because we've done a competition of who can make a cake without a recipe.
Someday we'll get around to posting that.
Yeah, exactly. You still have the footage, right?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, we recorded it. Erin and Colby were the judges. Me and the hoe were doing it because the hoe is just as useless in the kitchen as I was. And my cake was better. So, yeah.
I don't think baking and cooking really are the same.
Jake, let me have this. I don't have anything else.
If I remember correctly...
I know you don't, but...
It's because you actually guessed the ingredients correctly, and the hoe was very wrong.
The hoe was so... She roasted me so much for putting eggs in my cake. She would not shut up about how stupid I was for putting eggs in it.
She gaslighted you so bad.
She did, and I felt so bad after. I was like, man, I really fucked this up. I put eggs in my cake, and I shouldn't have had to. And then after that, you and Colby were like, oh, what the hell is your problem? Of course you put eggs in it.
Well, you gotta put something in there that has like a chemical reaction. And the eggs have a chemical reaction with the baking soda.
Colby and I ran to the other room and we made fun of you guys so bad, and it was so funny.
Oh, God. The hoe and I, after it was done, when you guys were in the other room making fun of us, we were sitting there laughing because we were like, we did so bad.
I'm curious now. I wanted to know how these cakes tasted, but I'm sure
mine was
horrendous.
Mine was not terrible. Mine was oily, but mine wasn't bad. The hose was awful. Hers was so dry and but it was so dry, but it felt like a bowling ball in your stomach.
Next special YouTube video, the cake challenge.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's going that's going on our YouTube channel.
I will admit though that I have misplaced, like, swapped baking soda for baking powder. Apparently those two are not interchangeable.
They're not, no. I know that much. And
I learned the hard way, and that was not a good thing.
Don't they do like the opposite thing?
One adds, it doesn't react with the salt properly.
Okay.
So
it has chemicals or whatever.
It doesn't absorb the salt taste, so it just leaves that salty taste in there. And if you're making a sweet type thing and you have that salt, it's gross.
Lovely.
Yeah, and then it tastes like super powdery too. Anyways,
number 7, I wrote podcasts, I guess, because I am a co-host and editor/producer of 3 different podcasts. So by default, it's a pastime. Number 8, I wrote exercise because it's a pastime even if I don't like it.
Of course.
Yeah. Same, Jake. Same.
But if you wish to, Ginger's is working hard on his working out abilities, and
I'm trying.
To him.
And then number 9, I wrote seeing my pets because I have a dog and 2 cats, and I love them very much. And I don't get to see them as much now because I moved out.
I've seen a singular cat. It was cute.
I forgot. Yeah, they don't like other people. There's 4 people that they like. They're actually, I'll add the fractions, maybe like 5.5 people. Because one of my cats is my dog is 15 years old. She's a beagle.
Your dog is cute.
She barely functions. She's so old. She's like Erin in dog form. My cats do not really like...
We don't know.
That's true. My cats don't like people outside of the 4 people in my family. But they're slowly warming up to both my grandpa and to Colby. So I'll put them at like a, 5.5. And yeah, those are my 10 pastimes that I enjoy.
Neat.
Yeah. Not as, focused as Jake's top 10 cheeses.
Mine are going to be less focused, so it's fine.
I have another top 10 if we have time to discuss it.
Erin's going to take a small commercial break for like 10 seconds because she just drank too much and has to pee very badly.
Oh, okay, goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Anyways, Erin's back from peeing.
Yeah, am.
I should try and put together like a commercial for something and put it in between there just so we can have when we say commercial break, because there's been a bunch of episodes where we've had to pause it and I think it'd be so funny to have an actual commercial to put in the commercial break. So if anyone has anything to plug,
please plug.
Anyways, Erin, what's your list?
So I decided to do a top 10 list of my top 10 hyperfixations because those are the only hobbies that I have.
Okay.
So at number 10, we have TikTok, which is a surprising number 10 because you would think that's be the only thing that I do, but it's not.
Say, out of all 5 of us, you are the only one who's notable on TikTok because you actually like.
I have followers.
Have followers, yeah.
But surprisingly, that's not like TikTok has been like the least amount of thing, like timeline wise.
Yeah.
TikTok has been very recently, so that's why
TikTok's only been around. TikTok's only been around for a few years, so that makes sense. It's more of a like amount of time spent on it than it is a actual like obsession of yours.
TikTok is very recent. I downloaded it because of cat videos in 2018.
Excellent.
Number 9 on my list is fashion because I've always had a time in my life where I've had like a hyperfixation on a certain piece of fashion. In high school, I was very into blazers. If you look at any picture from me from high school, I am wearing blazer.
Seriously?
Like a prep school kid, I am wearing a blazer.
Superimpose a picture of Erin.
No, I can't do that to her.
No, you can. You totally can. That was my whole life. I own like 20 blazers because of it in like all different colors.
Oh my god.
Number 8 is painting because if you walk into my apartment, all of the things in my apartment I painted myself.
Nice.
Number 7 is running. I don't know why I like running. I just do.
You like running?
Apparently.
Why?
That's the
when
only
is the last time you ran?
A while ago. Like on a treadmill.
Oh my god.
I like treadmill running a lot better than regular running.
I hate treadmill running.
Entirely.
I think it's because treadmills make me keep going instead of just like I can stop anytime I want on pavement, but like treadmills, like the treadmill underneath me is still running, so like I have to keep running.
I would so much rather
I think it's like
run outside.
I'd rather die.
I think it's because I'm torturing myself. It has something to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Number 6 is my job. I'm obsessed with my job. I love my job. I've been there for 10 years.
No need to brag. We get you love your job.
You've been there since the sun first formed.
Listen, I've worked there since I was 17. I love my job. I love that place.
Jesus Christ, you've been there for 962 years.
The place that
to the day.
That's where I work.
This is the 962nd anniversary.
Listen, I have reached the point where I'm like one of the oldest people in my department, and I'm only 26, and that's terrifying.
Yeah, but you're about to be 27 soon.
I know.
Oh, we should have had this be the Erin birthday special.
That's next week.
Oh, okay. Wait, which day is your birthday on next week?
No, my birthday is Wednesday.
Oh, interesting.
So we can either record on Wednesday or Thursday. It doesn't matter to me.
Honestly, we should, if the Ho and Colby are alive, we should do Wednesday.
I would love that.
And do a birthday thing.
Crafts is number 5. I'm a crafty person. Any kind of craft is usually my hyperfixation. I don't want to know what you're typing in the background to each other.
You don't want to know what Jake's most recent
What is Jake's most recent message?
Smegma. I am feeling my drink a little too much.
His two most recent are smegma, and then before that was penis.
Yep.
So
I am also feeling my drink a little bit too much, Jake. So it's fine.
I am so unbelievably sober.
Yeah, I was told this drink has 5 shots of liquor in it.
Good Lord.
You need to catch up, Ginge.
But I'm so lazy.
All right, number 4 is journaling. I have a K-pop journal. It's very obsessive and very weird.
I have no desire to even know what's in that.
Can I ask at least if it contains or does not contain your own version of fan fictions?
It might.
Ooh.
It might.
Okay. That's all I want to know.
It might contain.
Do any of these involve the hoe?
Please no. Please no.
A few.
Oh no!
Only a few.
Ow.
Damn it, Erin.
Number 3 is One Direction because I was super obsessed since like 2011, and I'm still super obsessed.
Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but that is the least surprising thing I've ever heard about you, that you were a One Direction fan.
I have been obsessed with boy bands since my sister indirectly introduced me to Erin Carter in like 1998 when I was 3 years old. I know, rest in peace, Erin Carter, who died like last week.
It was like 2 days ago.
It was.
Yeah.
It was very sad. I was very appalled when I found out. Number 2 is anime.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As someone who avidly like cosplays and has watched a lot of anime in their time, that's like real high up there.
You were like in college. You did a lot more cosplay than you do now.
I did. My obsession is kind of flip-flop between K-pop and anime. So. However,
and then wonder what number 1 is.
However, I did agree to go to an anime convention in like a week, so I am currently obsessively working on a cosplay.
Oh my god! I forgot that you're doing that.
It's going to be fantastic. And then number 1, of course, is K-pop. I'm obsessed. I became obsessed in 2018. I am still obsessed. I am a K-pop fan.
You drew the hoe into it, and now the two of you are
actually no
borderline.
Listen. In 2018, Rachel turned to me and she went, "Erin, do you know BTS?" And I was like, "Maybe," and that's what started it. So I blame her for my K-pop obsession.
No, I blame you.
She started it.
I blame you.
She started it.
I still blame you.
I instigated, but she started it.
Okay, I blame you both. You both suck.
We do both suck.
What a good list.
Yep. I would like to close out our episode because I'm sure we are near our end of times. With 5 songs to do CPR to because they're also at 100 beats per second. Did I just learn this from an Instagram video that I just saw like maybe 5 minutes before recording this episode? Yes.
Here we go. So I just want to recap, okay? Erin did a top 10 hyperfixations, things that have played a big part in her life. I did my top 10 favorite hobbies / pastimes. Jake did his top 10 favorite cheeses and top 10 5 songs to do CPR.
So,
what a list.
Everyone knows when doing CPR, chest compressions, you should do it to the beat of Staying Alive. You know?
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Yep. So, 5 more songs that are also the same 100 beats per minute, you know?
Okay, hang on, can I just say one? Because I know one of them, solely because my sister told me this the other day, and it's so funny, because one of them is Another One Bites the Dust.
Yep, that is on the list, so that is number 5 right now. Another One Bites the Dust by Queen, because, you know, that's very funny. Another one is That's the Way. I like it.
I like it. Alright, that works.
Alright. Another one is Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
Whoa. That one doesn't really work.
It is 100 beats per minute, though.
If you do the beginning of it where it's about wow, 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 wow. But if you do the actual chorus, it doesn't really...
But technically to the drum beat, it is 100 beats a minute.
Yeah, but not the...
Yes, the entire song is 100 beats.
Wow.
right. Next, we have Highway to Hell.
I'm on the highway to hell. Yeah, that works.
Yep. And finally, because you're totally not going to believe it, is WAP by Cardi B.
God damn it.
Can confirm that's 100 beats per minute.
Yep. So, anyway, we could be drinking.
I have bad news. This is going to be Jake's last episode of being on the podcast.
It's been fun.
It's been a good time, but this will be the last time Jake joins. Yeah, thank you everyone for listening. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at We Could Be Drinking. Eventually we'll post stuff on there. It's kind of all on me, and it'll a little bit of on Erin if she ever texts me back ever.
And confirm, WAP is 100 beats per minute.
You're welcome for this useless piece of knowledge. Thank you. Have a good night.
I hate you both. Okay, goodbye.
Please don't snort. Please do not snort Parmesan cheese.
Please don't snort Parmesan cheese.